5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for being here. I am back from PAX. It is good to see you all. Yes! Thank you, Esther.
At 43 months, now your child will be able to speak about 250 to 500 words and string together short sentences of about 6 consecutive words. Soon, he will also be able to create stories of his own to tell you.
Wow, that is very informative. Thank you so much, Esther, for talking about our child of 43 months, which has been birthed because of you've been subscribed to me there for that long. Wow, so crazy. Thank you. Thank you for that, Essie. So, once again, my music is not cooperating. So, I think I've a permanently glitched Stream Elements that refuses to get rid of Future Funk. No matter what, it will always play this playlist. So you know what? We're just gonna roll with it. It wants it. I'm not gonna say more. Apparently, Future Funk shall live forever. Brafix, thank you so much for saying hi. You were at the Free Play Arcade. Yeah, it would have been good to run into each other. I'm surprised that we didn't, but how was your PAX weekend? Did you have a good turnout? Did you meet a lot of cool people? Hello, Howdy, and Sidewinder, thank you for being here. And Donnie, hello. Sorry that you're so stressed with work and everything. I totally understand that. Hopefully you can hang out here and get your mind off it a bit. Hey, Shy Guy, how's it going? It's been a while. How are you? Fight the power? No, I'm gonna succumb to the authority. That's the opposite of fighting the power. Yeah, so I think what we'll do is I have a few things I want to work on for Smack Studio. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of do a little bit of a recap of the weekend while we work on these characters. There are a few things that I wanted to touch up templates-wise. So I thought we could do that on stream. And yeah, just talk about the weekend. And if any of you were able to go to PAX, like our friend Brafix, it'd be fun to hear from you guys as well. So we can do that as well. I'll switch over to that scene and get started. Okay. All right. So I think to start, let's open up our template here. Looks like we're missing a few characters. We're missing Lotus. Lotus does not have a template, so I might have to create that. But let's go to the ones that are here and see if we can identify the issues. Now, right off the bat, okay, I'm already seeing an inconsistency. These sprites have black outlines, but I'm pretty sure the Cayenne template does not. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Alright, so I think for ease and simplicity's sake, we ought to just make them all just no outlines at all, just like this. So I think I'll start with that. It was great, met a lot of cool people. Jabali came in and fought a child in Street Fighter 6. Wow, that sounds brutal. But yeah, we had a fantastic turnout. Oh, that's amazing. I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, we had an amazing turnout as well. Our booth was full most of the time. It lightened up a bit on Monday, but as to be expected. But overall, it was popping. We had people at our booth. There was like a line for the editor sometimes. There were a lot of spectators for our 8-player matches. It was really, really awesome. And then got to meet a lot of new people. We also met Gerard, the completionist, actually stopped by our booth and talked to us, and that was really cool. We had Kit and Krista show up, which Donnie's mentioning in chat. So that was really great. I was happily surprised, pleasantly surprised, that they did make time in their schedule to show up. They did a whole vlog of the event where they shouted us out too. And so if you guys are fans of Kit and Krista, you'll see us in there as well, which is great. Is there a way to disable auto outlines? There is. So let's use our Cayenne example here. If you'd like to do that, you can just click here to enable disable outlines. And that'll do it. Yeah. Yeah, Gerard also stopped by. And so that was just that was really awesome to meet him too. So I got to meet 3 great people. The Silent Wolf top melee player, former top melee player, stopped by too. And I haven't seen him in like 10 years. So it was really cool to see him again. Supergirl Kells stopped by. She's another streamer who I'm acquainted with, and so it was cool to meet her in person since we only knew each other online, so that was cool. Yeah, honestly, Donnie, I think, at least for me, when I think of this outline first, personally, when I think about this button, so I feel like, oh, that toggles the visibility of this, instead of it being the outline for characters. I don't know of a great way to illustrate the outline as an icon otherwise, but it's understandable why you didn't see it, in my opinion. All right, so I think what we'll do is, first things first, let's find all the sprite sheets and just do an overlay of hex code FFF, which is pure white color. Oh my gosh. By the way, spoiler alert, Alec is hard at work on more updates to the editor, so look forward to that, because it is happening, and it is exciting. Where's our FAQ? We keep moving in the Discord. Okay, here we go. So I think we're about to open up all the character sheets. Then we can start replacing the parts. So I think I'll start with Cora first. Actually, you know what? I'll start with Cayenne first, because he's already open. I think one way to really understand what we're looking at is to get rid of the outline. Then, like, look at this. What is this? This is, unfortunately, a series of sprites. So, now of course, for good reason, right? So we got this kind of flash effect going on. But for the purposes of our template, we can't really do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy a rig from here, and I'm just going to kind of put in place, I'm going to kind of reconstruct this to the best of my ability. And then that way, when people make template characters, they won't be confused why their entrance animation looks goofy. So that's the goal here. I didn't get a chance to stop by the Smack Studio booth, but can I get a rundown of the game like you did for people who did come by? Yes! So if somebody came by, we'd say, hey, have you heard of Smack Studio before? And they would say, oh, no, I haven't. And you'd say, well, it's like Smash Brothers, but with custom characters. So the whole idea is the platform fighting genre is so fun. There's so much you can do with it. There's so much depth to it, yet it's so accessible for casual audiences. Everyone I know has wanted to put their own characters in the game, and now you can. That is kind of the sell. So you'll actually see this in action. So I will hide a few of these layers. What I'm doing right now is these animations were already made, but unfortunately not preserved. So I've got to kind of recreate them. So we're going to do that. And it's not going to be 1-to-1, but it doesn't need to be. This is a template character after all. So it's just got to be close enough that it captures the spirit of the original animation. Okay. Now this is where he stops. So maybe we'll grab an idle frame here. So now he walks down. He stops here, looks like. So we'll do that. We'll cut these. You know, the one annoying thing about this, the fact that the future funk won't go away, is there's some like non-instrumental tracks that have like profanity in them that I can't get rid of. So I've really got to get to the bottom of this. All right, so now we have, later on, we actually have a similar animation, which I'm going to reuse. So we're just going to copy this. Actually, we're going to, yeah, we're going to copy this. And we'll do it right as he starts, like here. So he goes. So let's see what that looks like. Let's see if that's passable. It looks a little weird. No doubt the original one's better, but... Alright, so then maybe we'll just make our own animation. Why not? So let's cut out these frames. So he's basically just... So in the original one, he kind of moves his arms. So... Okay, so he kind of pops his hands in place. So we'll... It's funny, with the completely white skeleton, it's actually a little bit hard to see. That's one unfortunate byproduct of using all white sprites. The benefit, of course, is that you can draw on them, but... That looks a little... That's a little too fast. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Nothing fancy, but it doesn't need to be. So we'll use the underscore next to delineate it from the default. And then we'll try that out. I wonder if you can put Mario in the game. Well, can you? That is one question. Should you? Now that's another question. Shy Guy. I want to make another character, but I'm trying to think of a good idea that'll be fun. As fun to make as Raccoon. Yeah, your Raccoon character is so funny, Donnie. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I played a lot of matches this weekend, and one thing I loved doing was going on Dash City, then like picking Raccoon, going to the edge of the moving platform, and just throwing trash on everyone as the platform moved over everyone. It got me a lot of attention. It was very funny. So that was enjoyable. I really loved the Ultra, dumping all the trash on someone and kicking them. It was very flashy and fun. So it was just very enjoyable. Hey, Poggy B, what is up? See, this is why I didn't refer to you as the David who doesn't stream anymore, Kimball, because this is going to be a vibe. Thanks. Thanks, man. Yeah. We were talking in Smasher Magazine's chat last night, and apparently there was a whole posse of streamers who started around 2020. And there was this other David, who I think I maybe met a few times in chat, but I'm not entirely sure who they are. Hey, thanks for the lurk, howdy. I appreciate it. My sub goal? What sub goal? I don't know what you're talking about. I imagine it'd be so fun in a 4+ player match. Oh yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah. I stand by the fact that a dragon would be sick, like a long neck dragon. Yeah, it would be. Legally, you probably should not include Mario, but non-denominational red jumping janitor man would be sick. Right. I like the way that you think. Oh, did nobody actually say the other David is parked in traffic. Someone probably did. I just didn't remember the tag. Dude, dude of howdies, I don't even know what you're talking about. I would have never agreed to something like that. So I think you're making it up. Oh yeah, so this is the... I think keeping the fire is probably okay. So now we're just going to kind of click through here. I think a get up attack may have been... Yeah, I think most of these attacks were probably fine. Yeah, we'll definitely keep the fire. There's no reason not to. Yeah, yeah. Okay, here we go. So here's the problem. We have another situation where the rig got completely deleted. So we effectively have to start from scratch here. So let's do that. Let's grab this frame. And maybe let's adjust it slightly so that the feet are more planted on the ground, kind of like in the original. All right, that looks a bit more like the original. Okay. So he kind of cowers like a little sissy. All right, so looks like he's hunched over a little. We'll just do that a little. We'll move his arms a little bit. We'll make his head go in a little bit. All right, and then he actually bends his knees, so we'll do that as well. You know what I can do? I can use bone colors, and that will make it a lot easier to see. That's actually a tip we should include when you're working on these template characters. To start out, it'd be smart to like... It'd be smart to use that. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, so let's see what that looks like. Hey, Z Mokrid. I'm saying your name wrong, but welcome back. I recognize your name. Really good. We just went to PAX West and had a great weekend. I'm going to lurk as I need to run some errands and get started on making chili. Ooh. But would it be all right if I chatted with you later? I'd love to hear more about the development of Smack City and your PAX experience. Of course. Of course. Same username on Discord if you want to join the Discord. We also have a Discord command I could use. Maybe I should use that. If you want to join, just hit me up on there. Happy to chat with you about that. Here's an idea. Guy with the sun for a head who uses heat and brightness base attacks. Is guy with the sun... Is that just like an archetype idea, Shy Guy? That's a pretty good idea. We have a silhouette of his character. Do you have the design name, etc.? Yes, this is Cayenne. This is just a template for people that I'm adjusting. I think a lot of beginner animators get a good experience. Yeah, and you're not the first person to point that out. We actually had someone, I can't remember her name, but she was really, really sweet and just really smart. What was her name? But she pointed out that this could be used in like EDU, in education and academic circles to teach animation. So I totally agree with that. What was your favorite random interaction with someone? Not necessarily because of their popularity, but just in general. That's a great question, Donnie. It was really fun when somebody would point out like the mechanics of the game and appreciate them. And then they would say something like, "Oh yeah, I played a lot of Project M or whatever." And then they would know about like Legacy TE and stuff. And there was quite a few moments like that. But you'd find like other people familiar with modding, and so that was really cool. I think those are some of my favorite moments. Because you have these artists that are so talented, then they happen to love fighting games, and they happen to know about the scenes that you're involved in, and they happen to know who you are. There is nothing quite like a connection like that. So those are probably my favorite, Donnie. Been in your server for a couple of years. Oh, got it. Sorry, Brafix. I don't... For some reason, I didn't remember that. My bad. Yeah, it was so cool. I mean, I used to go to locals with Otto several times. I think probably 2 or 3 times when he would go to locals and stuff. And I've probably been in a few tournaments. I was at Northwest Majors, and then probably one other one with him. So is with an S originally, but the name but won't let me put the letter S, so I put Z. Oh, Smokerid is offensive? Why is that offensive? This game has a heavy emphasis on creating characters. Is there some kind of automatic character balancing feature? No automatic balancing. It's completely up to the creators to make it balanced. And if you want to do things like hitboxes or whatever, there's actually suggested ranges that you can use. But ultimately, we don't want to like try to determine what people consider balanced. We rather the community decide. Okay, so we'll do this. So it should mimic. Okay, that's pretty close. That's pretty close. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's fine. So now to this part of the animation, it goes pew. So we'll take this frame. We'll insert an empty one here. And then we'll create a new one. So this is going to go boom. This is... He's kind of hunched over. But he's in a different pose. Oh, wait. Oh, I see. This is a blank one. So it actually starts on this frame. Actually, if it starts here, it should start here. That means there's a frame. There's a frame where he's invisible. What? That's hilarious. Okay, well, let's, I guess, fix that, even though we're not going to be using it. It's cool because it also lends credibility to the game because they know your work from before. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not only a great connection, but it shows you that it's the right audience, and then it's like they're more psyched because they make the connection. So yeah, you're exactly right. Yeah, I don't know either. Maybe the word smoke? I don't know. Yeah, I think like especially for younger beginner game devs or design classes, this would be a great gateway for them. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier, but I'll probably share it with the dude in my city who teaches a game dev class. Oh, that would be so cool. I'd really appreciate that if you did. Yeah, that's like kind of this game's thing. Like it is pure untapped potential. It's so good. Like I can't believe this exists. All right, so actually we're going to modify this pose. We're going to do a kind of rotation. That's going to look a little weird, come to think of it, but actually not tilt. I want to do 3D rotation, so like this. Something like that. And then we'll do this 3D rotation. Let's look at the original again. And then it goes. Okay, so his arms don't really stick out like that. So we'll just do this. And then we'll have him go boom like that on this frame. And then we'll hold it. So basically the same pose, but we'll just have his arms go out like this. All right, so boom. And then we'll copy this, and then he holds that for a while. So we'll do another frame here. Let's have him hold that for a while. And about here he stops. So we'll paste the same keyframe there. And then here we'll actually increase the scale of his hands. Maybe a bit of his forearms as well. So now it looks like this. Oh, it looks so bad. Okay. All right. Okay, the difference is he's leaning forward. So let's make those changes. So here, we'll have him lean forward a little bit. So now, okay, that looks way better. Okay, so then we can increase the scale a little bit. Okay, now it should look like he's leaning into it more. Yeah. Maybe I'll... Or maybe I'll just do something like that. All right, so now it'll look like this. Yeah, that's fine. And then I'll just have him return to his... Or actually... Okay, then he goes back to idle. So I can grab the first idle frame. And then I'll put the idle frame here. Okay, so now I can delete this old one. So now it goes boom. Yep. Great. David, you're the most popular Smack Studio streamer on Twitch. Yeah, let's go. Thank you for pointing that out, Shy Guy. I mean, there's a lot of competition, so I'm really happy to hear that. Hey, Charles, how are you? Welcome in. How's your weekend been? I guess not the weekend anymore. How was your extended weekend? I never recolored the bones, but I can see how that would be super helpful to distinguish which bones are what you're animating. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. It's nice to see if like they overlap or something. And in this particular situation, it's nice because obviously we're using like plain white background. So, all right. So now we got to get rid of this. Oh, interesting. I wonder. I guess I'll have to get rid of the flashing one too. Because it's going to be... Well... Yeah, we should get rid of it. What's this sprite layer for? It's totally empty. Alright, whatever. We'll get rid of this too. Really well, Charles. We were at PAX West, so we were talking about our experiences at PAX West, which is awesome. It was really good. Met a lot of great people. It was a good time. Oh my goodness. What a sight for sore eyes.
David Poggers, my man. The dude. The David. Yeah, David Poggers.
Carl Dacius, as I live and breathe. Welcome, man. How are you? Good to see you too. I'm very glad you're here. We're talking about PAX and how awesome it was. That seems very specific, Donnie. Let's see. Any crazy sprites on any of these animations? Doesn't... Oh, we got a sprite sheet. We got a sprite layer. That is totally empty. So we'll delete it. Alright, now I gotta find more sprite. Not seeing any sprite layers, so that's good. Yep. Sprites, what is this? Okay, flames. Those are fine. We don't mind flames. Flames are okay. Sprites? What are these empty sprite layers? Okay, then we have the Ultra, which is full of sprites, but that's okay. There's more empty sprite layers for some reason. So we'll delete those. Including this one. And we'll call this sprites instead of sprites 2, because that makes no sense. Better now I'm seeing and hearing you. Oh, Carl. Only 13 painstaking, agonizingly long days until party animals. Oh my goodness. It's going to be important to pick a main, you know? If the hit hurt boxes are all the same, having a main is important. Yeah, it really establishes your identity and your brand as the gamer that you are for party animals. Alright, so I think it's fair to say we've basically completed Cayenne. I guess you finalized templates, although you don't really need to. Yeah, I think you're the alligator. I think you're the alligator, Carl. You got the next TikTok done? Yes. Good job, Essie. That's great. So PAX was a blast and a half, I assume. I saw some cool pictures of you guys. Yeah. There's no raccoon in Party Animals. Oh my gosh, that's such a miss. Yeah, Carl, it was really fun. We met Gerard the Completionist. We met Kit and Krista. We met a few other amazing streamers and creators and just really cool devs and just a bunch of people. It was wonderful. Oh, yeah. The raccoon and Overcooked. Oh my gosh. Was that your go-to pick, Donnie? I don't remember. I feel like you picked the raccoon and Overcooked. All right, so now that is finished. Now we're going to update our Korra template because there's a bunch of leftover sprites in that as well. Pro Gerard the Finishist. Yeah, that's him. I'm a little behind on like... Oh, wait. I can't do that. I gotta go back. Because I think it turned off the outline when I finalized him, unfortunately. Yeah, he's super sick. Did I? Okay. Yeah, I did not leave it on, so I gotta finalize it again. No, he was super nice. It's really good to meet him. His team was great too. We got to meet some of his team. He's doing that indie showcase event, and so we're trying to get involved with that. So hopefully we'll be there in October. It's about a month from now, something like that. So, all right. Thanks, Sidewinder, for stopping by and hanging out. I will catch you on the next one. Thanks for being here, man. Oh, Carl just welcomes in folks. It doesn't matter what your veteran status is. It's all about creating a welcoming environment. The unicorn with sunglasses is such a Carl pick. All right, now we have the outline baked in again. So we will finalize it in this state. And now I'll update the Korra template as well. Because what we would have is we'd have people make characters, and then every once in a while, a Kayan or a Korra or what have you would pop in, and people would be very confused, which is understandable. It's very understandable. So we're going to remedy that by fixing the templates. Can chat critique my video? Sure. Do you want to post it somewhere else? I can open it up and play it on stream. Looks like you posted it, so I will play it. All right, that's gonna be the video, so let's play it. All right, guys, ready? Turn up your volume, gamers. Wait a minute, it's muted. Okay, try now.
What if your original character could be the next fighter in a fighting game? Because right now, it's easier than ever with this tool called Smack Studio. Here's how it works. So you start with your 2D art. You separate the character wherever you would like their limbs to move. You add their joints and bones, and voila, you've got a character that moves. Remember that we're not working with just a normal X and Y axis, but also a Z axis. Using an algorithm, the tool actually pastes your 2D sprites onto a 3D.
Wait, can't see it. Oh, sorry. I'm so dumb. All right, let's start it over. It was really good so far. We're going to play it again.
What if your original character could be the next fighter in a fighting game? Because right now, it's easier than ever with this tool called Smack Studio. Here's how it works. So you start with your 2D art. You separate the character wherever you would like their limbs to move. You add their joints and bones, and voila, you've got a character that moves. Remember that we're not working with just a normal X and Y axis, but also a Z axis. Using an algorithm, the tool actually pastes your 2D sprites onto a 3D skeleton, so you can actually rotate it in 3D space and get those really crazy camera angles you'd like for your art. And if the program doesn't guess quite right, you can always tweak the depth map, or export your sprites to use as a reference in a different program. From there, you can either import it into their fighting game that people all over the world can play your character, or you can just use it to make your own references and animations for your own art.
Yes. That is really good. What I found really effective about this is you showed off a bunch of variety of characters. You hooked them in from the beginning. You're showing the tool at all times. And then when you use Korra as an example, you showed the entire artwork. Then you showed like how you split up the body parts. And then you showed how it made sense. And like this sped up footage was perfect because it highlights the different parts. And then you see it and you go, what? You can do that? And then you kind of show the 3D part of it and how you're using the tool to move each of the parts. And then you have like a really good example here of like kind of the fun creative stuff you can do, like Donnie's raccoon animation here. Oh man, it's just marvelous. It's really good. I agree with Poggy. The variety in the beginning was really key. Yeah, that is this little raccoon right here was a favorite this weekend, and that is created by Kimball Donald. Very charming moveset, hilarious little character. Yeah, get as much done in the first 5 seconds as you can. Perfect. Yeah, posting tomorrow should be great. The 1 to 2 second hook in the beginning was good. Yep. Yeah, Esther's got that down. She really understands how to do that, which is really good for us. So, great job, Esther. It looks great. I don't have any critiques or edits or changes. It looks great. I'm surprised at the variety you packed in too. You showed a lot of different examples, which was good. Yeah, that's right. You got a lot of nice plugins for your mic. It's so funny. I forgot if my old emotes is better TV emotes. That's super funny. All right, so time to look for the sprite layer and then make sure it's removed. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, though, I should probably... Do I leave this outline or not? I'm not sure. Before I do that, I will just go through and make sure it's all rig and not sprites. Oh my word. Because most of this is probably sprites. You're just invisible for the beginning, and then you appear. I feel like there's a better way to do that. This character is Cora. She's kind of like a bounty hunter, Samus Sheik kind of combo character. Man, I wish the effect was like kept. You just like, you're like, what? Normally there's like this like sprite of like this entrance. Now it's all gone. YouTube Shorts have a significantly more attentive audience. More than YouTube proper or more than TikTok? Oh, I see. TikTok's analytics are scary when you find out that literally the first 2 seconds to make videos reach. Yeah, well, it doesn't surprise me that YouTube Shorts are at least slightly longer attention span than TikTok's, because they're at least partly conditioned for it. Yeah, Charles, I am doing work. I've never stopped doing work for them. I just took a break a little bit, and then I've been working a bit more because of PAX and everything. So, more than TikTok, much less than YouTube proper. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, and we've been getting better returns on YouTube Shorts, interestingly. So, it's interesting to learn about this stuff. All right, well, I don't 100% know what to do. You know what I could do? This would be kind of jank, but I kind of want to try it. Let's look at the root. And then we'll just make a... Oh, wait. Oh, no. Okay, we can't scale the whole character. I forgot about that. Because if I could, I'd scale the character to, like, go... Whoop. Yeah, TikTok, Reels on Instagram, and, like, YouTube Shorts. They've all got their quirks for sure. Maybe I'll do something simple like, oops. I'll do an action here that's effect. Create effect. And we'll do dust burst. And then we'll do another effect. Why not? Oh, that would be so chaotic. Okay, we'll just do... We can see how that looks. That should be fine. That's fine. It's not anything fancy, but it does its job. And then we have this victory, which is funny because the character just like you can't tell like what's happening here. They just kind of stay still, and there's actually like jets animations and stuff. And then he goes, pew, and it just leaves. So yeah. And my work Reels is literally an afterthought compared to the reach from YouTube Shorts and TikTok. Oh. What do you mean at your work? Do you do social for a company, Poggy? Old school reverb, it gives really natural feel for the audio. Cool. Good pick. Can't wait until we have minis where it's a 3 to 5 second clip of someone breathing, laughing, or a perfectly cut scream. So you described Vine basically. I mean, it's 6 seconds, but and is that going to be in Super Smash Bros. Melee or another game? This is for Smack Studio. Smokerid. Is it bad that I missed Vine? Is it worse to miss Vine or cassette tapes? I think it's worse to miss Vine. Because you can still create effectively what Vines were with modern short form content if you want. Also, David Alec said custom sounds. I saw that in the Discord. It looks really cool. Yeah, it looks so sick. All right, so we got a victory. We got an entrance. Let's look at these timelines and see if there's a sprite layer somewhere here, and then we'll take care of it. Okay. So they kept the sprites here. Okay, that's fine. Side B, yeah. And then you've got... That's funny, there's no they got rid of the fire effects. No, they didn't. Wait. Oh no, that's right. Create projectile. It's a projectile. They didn't get rid of it. All right, that's normal. And then grab. Okay, those are all fine. I think the attack getting up is the problem here, if I recall correctly. So let's do the get up attack. And here we have it. Here's the culprit. Cora pops in. So luckily, that was an easy fix. I had to ask Kimball, the idea of selling secondhand melee discs with backups go anywhere? Oh, I got completely mocked on Reddit for asking about it. Thanks for asking, though. You work for a game studio and we just do socials and junk for advertising. Cool, cool. What's the name of your game studio? The content on Vine felt different, though. No, you're right, it did. Just because you can technically put content from one platform onto another, I guess it definitely has a different feel. But I think Esther was a bigger fan of Vine than I was. So when are we turning Smack Studio into a free-to-play battle royale gotcha auto idler mass multiplayer strategy sim? That's actually slated for the next update. You're able to add those features in, make the game you want, and we have unlimited funding from Microsoft and Apple and Google, so all that's possible in about a week or so, which is great. True, that's a great point. In fairness, TikTok, I haven't given it a fair shot. Yes. Well, see, and then Instagram came out with their own Vine-esque video feature, which was 15 seconds instead of 6. But it didn't really catch on. Bruh, it seemed like an actual good idea for legality, though. I mean, I thought so. I at least thought it'd be interesting to discuss it, but Reddit was Reddit, and I don't need to say any more about that. They kind of crapped all over my idea. I was like, what? I thought it was a decent idea. Also, what on earth is happening here? Wait, are you telling me? I bet this means the edge attack for actual Korra proper has double sprites on it. I bet that's what that means. Okay, well that's fine. So now for the Ultra. So that's funny. You're grandfathered into the old Korra Ultra instead of the new one. Korra's you right now. Hey Matt, how's it going?
Build the poop character.
Happily. Happy to do it. I will make the poop character. Actually, okay, I have an idea. I'm going to turn on... Matt, thank you for the 55 months. I appreciate it. I will turn on the music cue. And I will let you guys add music to hopefully fix the bug that I've got going on. Maybe if you guys add music, it'll fix it. I don't really know. Yeah, I don't want the song called that. All right, now I'll finalize it, and I'll worry about if the sprites themselves should have outlines or not later. I can deem you at the place I work. All right, sweet. Yeah, no problem. You don't have to. I'm just curious. Not to bring up bad memories, but what was the main issue most people had with it? With the Instagram competitor for Vine? I don't remember. Unless we're talking about something else. And actually, Donnie did invest. That is true. The day Reddit dies, all the angels in heaven will get wings. Wow. That is quite a claim. Hey, Matt, I'm working on fixing the template characters. There's a few things that were a few remnants from the actual characters left in to where it was a confusing experience. So I am fixing that currently. That was kind of loud. Oh, you're about the Reddit melee thing. Oh, yeah. They just thought it was a stupid idea because, basically, there are two main reasons. One, they're like, yeah, that's still, like, redistributing an ISO, and it's probably illegal, and that'll get a target on your head. And two, people just download the ISOs for free anyway who would actually buy it. And, I mean, they're decent points, but I still think it's an interesting thought experiment because, like, for those of you that aren't familiar, the whole idea is, redistributing ISOs is illegal. Backing up your own copy is not. So if you have a copy of Melee and you rip it from your Wii and you store it on a USB for yourself, that is not illegal. So I was thinking, what if you did something that made it easier for people that don't have a Wii and like clean rip software, and you just basically bought Melee discs from like eBay and OfferUp or whatever, you polished them up, you got them like you made them all nice, then you ripped them and then you sold the game with a USB drive with the ISO on it of that backup. And you sold that. That way, people would be buying Melee and they'd have the digital backup already. And they could use Slippy right out the gate. That was my whole idea. But I sent you someone's wolf character if you wanted to begin making a four-legged character. Oh, thank you. That sounds great. And you guys are adding music, so thank you. I'll start playing those. Oh, cool. This is Pikmin 4's theme. Let me know how the music and the audio levels are. Yeah, and as far as I saw in the US and Canadian copyright law, it seemed perfectly fine to sell backups with a game, like explicitly deemed okay. Well, that's pretty interesting. I think it's worth at least checking out. I like it as a solution to the legal nature of typical ISO usage. Just because it's more difficult doesn't mean it's a bad idea. Anything to keep Melee going. I think that's what I think. But that applies to that applies to more than just Melee even. I think as a standard practice, selling a game with a digital copy, if it's something like GameCube, just seems so cool. Like, what a great idea. Then, like, let's say people wanted to build their N64 library, but for convenience, they wanted it on their EverDrive 64. You could sell an N64 cartridge with the digital files on a USB. But, like, the people download it anyway is true. Your idea just offered more legitimacy. Right, exactly. That's what I was saying. Like, if someone was on the fence, they're like, well, I don't mind paying money for it, but I just don't want to go through the trouble of ripping it. Like, that'll be for that audience. But I don't think to be in fairness, I don't think enough people care about not stealing things to do that. So I think the biggest issue is putting a target on your head. I think with powerful lawyers, you could be nailed for doing something legal anyway. Yeah, exactly. With powerful enough lawyers, you could be nailed for doing something legal anyway. Right. You're totally right about that. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Carl. We've never seen that before. All right, so we have Korra and we have... Why is it so loud? Oh, you know what? I know why it's so loud. Okay. Let's check out Dagon now. Aaron McIntyre on the law and his authority. Really? That sounds pretty interesting. My favorite videos about the legality of like mods and or emulation is still Richard Hoeg's videos. His Hoeg Law, his virtual legality videos are just fantastic. Why so many sprites and they're all empty? That looks so jank. That looks so jank. Oh, that's funny. Okay, well, I guess we're just deleting all these sprites then. There's nothing on them. Okay, that's actually really funny. So the chair is completely the same. Except for this very bottom layer, which isn't used at all, so... Oh my gosh, if it's not AJ, how the heck are you, man? Thanks for being here. We were just talking about your stream last night. It was super good. Carl with the gifts. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that.
Carl Dacius gifted a tier 1 sub to Smasher Magazine.
Enjoy.
They have given 102 gift subs in the
102
channel.
gifted subs. Yeah, thank you. Let's see. I just watched a great video. I already read that. He's pretty based. I don't know. I'm even pretty pro free stuff obtaining bias, but like I really liked your idea anyway. It just sucks to hear about commenters not vibing with it. Yeah, you can never predict with Reddit, right? You don't know how they're going to respond. It's usually really positive or really bad in my experience. You have a Canadian accent, Poggy B. Oh wow, the Discord link is wrong. The Discord link is straight up wrong. For a very short time, I had discord.gg/David, but that definitely does not go to the right place anymore. So let's fix that. See stream elements. Take the most branded take on any given situation, and Reddit will push it to the top. That is painfully accurate, Donnie. That is painfully accurate. Like I think Reddit is like the midwit's paradise. That's kind of how I look at it. All right. Let's see. What was I doing again? Oh yeah, I was check. This music's bizarre. What is this game, Carl? Okay. Or wait. It's timers, I think. Discord. I found the culprit. Okay, it's... I need to update the link. Yeah? I never played Inscription before. Alright. That is now fixed. I know you were all very concerned about the link not being right, so don't worry, I fixed it. You know, there are some... Even if there are some other good takes mixed in there. Yes, we are caught up. Thank you for confirming, Essie. I appreciate it. If I want to lose faith that people have any goodness in them, I'll look at the Reddit comments on your posts. Oh, yeah, those are brutal, Esther. Dan Mullins games, though. Okay. Reddit awards the I've read enough to say words that are somewhat relevant to this situation, but not enough to have an informed perspective. Views the most. Because most people who want to weigh in on something don't have the depth of knowledge required to dispute surface level takes, and so seeing a fellow surface level take makes them feel vindicated and rewards it with interaction and upvotes. That is such an insightful assessment of the Reddit sphere. That is like perfect. I feel like some of that also applies to YouTube comments too, where like you have a mix of like really thoughtful YouTube comments, but usually the ones that get elevated to the top are like the very base, like it's either like a one-liner zinger joke or like just like the very surface level reaction instead of something more like in depth. It is either the place you go to solve all your weirdly specific problems or the place where your IQ drops by the second. Yeah. Well, you got to be careful with those kind of critiques because you could say that about any social network, right? Like if you were to take the average person on Tumblr or Twitter or, you know, any social network, there's going to be dummies in there that are going to lower the average. Sweet. Thanks, Carl. Looking forward to it. Inscription is very good, but I don't know if it's David's cup of tea, to be honest. I think he and Essie should stream it together on her channel at night, actually. Okay. That's most social media sites. Yeah, right. Yeah. Hear me out. I create a TikTok to advertise custom sounds. Trump versus Biden. Obama and Soda are their respective ultras. Wow, I really like that, Esther. Oh, Esther and I watched the origin of Obama and Soda, and it was very illuminating, by the way. It was like a 48-second video, but we learned so much. We learned so much in that 48-second video. All right, I'll get rid of these pointless sprite layers, which are for some reason left in this character. Whoa. Are you serious? The fire sprites are deleted? Wait, what? Okay, this is actually really funny. The old down smash is actually preserved in this. It just never plays. That is super funny. Well, getting rid of all the fire sprites makes this a weird move. Okay. Sure. Oh, heck yeah. Tears of the Kingdom music. Learning is actually saying Minnesota changes everything. Yeah, it does. Some very cool mods out there. Ooh. That'd be fun. A good Carl stream? Love to watch that. Oh, you're right, Esther. They are bats. I forgot. You're right. I think they are bats as well. Any excuse to get a Carl stream, I'm down for it. And if it's you showcasing mods, that sounds even cooler. Okay, there is an action timeline called Landing Lag that has nothing in it, which cracks me up. Bum bum bum. Okay, that looks good. A completely empty sprites layer. Ooh, we got sprites. What's this one? Da, 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 da. So I guess like turning into a bat's okay for this move, but not the down smash? Sure. Hey, Super Spyro, what's up? Welcome, welcome. How's your week going? Did you have a good long weekend? So crazy that it's already Thursday. Wait, what? Okay, this is really funny. A lot of these down Bs are being preserved because they're just like, wow, I like that. So older versions of the moves are actually just later in the timeline after it turns to idle. So that means we can go back and actually preserve older versions of the characters, which is so sick. I also love how this character turns into a bat when they, like, when they roll and stuff. Okay, no sprites there. Uh-huh. Wait, what? Why is this there? It's not. It's literally after the return to idle action. Okay. Okay. Wait a second. Okay, it's him punching. Okay, sure. Okay. What? What's with the cape? Why? Why is the cape here? Okay, I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt. It's just kind of weird. Oh, my camera died again. Oh my gosh. My stupid webcam gets too hot, and then it dies. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. Let's go to... Let's turn off the old one and turn on the new one. Alright, this is actually my backup camera, which I'm thankful to have. I have a C920 webcam, which I'm using now, but it's only 30 FPS, not 60 FPS. I know that matters so much. But it's kind of annoying when I have a dedicated, like, mirrorless camera and it just dies. You've been playing Melee? Very nice. How you doing on the Melee games? You playing ranked, unranked? Discord isn't saying you're live. Oh my gosh, you need to turn on streamer mode for it to tell you that you're live. That's so lame. I don't like streamer mode. You know why I don't like streamer mode? Because it hides stuff in a very annoying way. And I get why it hides it, but it kind of goes over the top on hiding stuff. Alright, let's turn it on. Enable it. Alright, it's on now. Thank you for that heads up, Essie. I appreciate it. I got a dip. Have a great stream. Thank you. I appreciate it, Poggy. Have a great rest of your day. It is the overheating issue, Esther. It 100% is. Well, it's not a webcam. It's my mirrorless. It's my mirrorless, like, DSLR kind of camera thing. So, unranked because I'm still grinding. Nice. The purple live button is worth it. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Esther. Actually, that's not true, Shy Guy. You can detect 60 FPS. You can, if you see the same footage, 60 and 30, you will absolutely tell a difference. You got all 290 trophies. Very nice. Congratulations. Whoa, this is unnerving. Did I already finalize this? I don't remember. I'm going to finalize it again. This music is so unnerving. Holy cow. There's like a bunch of like sound effects in this. Yeah, that'd be fun. It doesn't match the vibe of the stream. That's okay. I don't mind that it doesn't match the vibe of the stream. Oh. Wait, did you skip it somehow, Carl? Yeah, I also want the music to be quiet in general, but it might be a little too quiet. I did turn it up a little bit, though. Alright, so we have Dagon done. Now let's look at Galvin. What secrets does Galvin hold for us? Can we just have electricity there? That's fine. One really funny thing is that somebody made a Guy Fieri character, but they used Galvin as a base. So it's just Guy Fieri's head with like weird, like a weird electric plug-in tail. It was just very weird. Very funny, actually. It's like, imagine Guy Fieri curled up in this ball. And then, like, it was just so weird. And really funny. I like the idea of Carl playing Mario Party with family, laughing, having a good time. With the Inscription soundtrack playing ominously in the background. That's good. Oh, that's so funny. Sweet. There's a level of comfort knowing that Carl has control over the audio on your stream to some degree. That is the beauty of stream elements. Why? What? Wait, what? Why does he go invisible? That's actually really weird. Does he intentionally go invisible? That's super weird. I mean, what I might do is I might just hold this and do so he doesn't disappear. That's probably a good idea. Thanks for adding music, guys. I appreciate it. I don't know if it's going to fix the bug, but at least you're playing music that you guys like. Okay, those are like the lightning effects and stuff. Okay, that's fine. Smear and shock point is completely empty, so we will delete it. That's fine. That's fine. Yep. That's good. Yep. Oh, weird. It's like anything after this where it says return to idle. You guys see this? Where it says return to idle. Anything after that, like, is just here for storage, I guess. Like, and to copy and paste for something else. That's what's so interesting about it. Like, I think the team members that worked on this character, I'm sure, had their reasons. It's just so funny to see it. It's so unexpected. Okay, that up B is full on Galvin. So we're gonna delete that layer. Okay. That's already an improvement. Bringing a normal human character to a quadrupedal I can't pronounce that word for some reason. Body. That's like the exact opposite of an anthropomorphic character, right? Is there a word for that? Can't believe you're freely positioning spoilers on the template update in Smack Studio. I know. It's actually kind of it's a marketing trick, right? Because then after this we'll be like, leaked footage. And then, you know, everyone loves leaks. So they'll be like, whoa. Crazy. Quadrupedal. Thank you. I kept wanting to say like quadriplegic or something like that. I don't know what was wrong with my brain. I got the forward-facing character from lunch. Oh, sweet. I can't wait to check it out. What are the sprites here? Oh my gosh. Wait, that's not gonna work. Wait, what? So at some point, the rig... Okay, well then I guess we'll just have to mimic it. Oh, I see, because the problem is you can't really mimic it. So I'm guessing at some point... Yeah, okay, hidden. See that? Downward. And then it goes to hidden. And then at some point it comes back. Wait, what? Why is it blank? Shouldn't it be default? That's so weird. I love the Tomodachi Life music. Ba-bum, ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum. It's so cool that this tail has all these different sides to it. It's so sick. Okay, so we want to essentially mimic what the sprites are doing here. So at this point, it kind of extends and has that kind of cool little effect. But we're going to create that as closely as we can with the actual rig instead of hiding the tail straight up. So let's not hide it. We can do a plug down. We'll do plug down again. But also we don't want it to disconnect from his body, so... Bum, ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum. Let me use the original for reference again. Here, let's change all this to plug down. So we'll at least keep it plugged down. So we're going to start seeing two tails in a very strange way. And that's intended and okay. Plug down. Okay. So now we just have to make it look not totally broken. Da 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 dum 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 dum. All right, Carl. Thanks for the lurk. Take it easy, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. Tomodachi Life was such a cute little game. Yeah, I agree. There is sort of a successor to Tomodachi Life, isn't there? I never got into Miitopia. Was that the mobile game or is that something else? Okay. Now we can make the scale a little bigger too. Just to exaggerate it a little bit, maybe. Okay. Amazing song. I could change this to... No, I'll just do that. I'll change this to straight. I could do default. And then oh crap. default. That's so funny how it changes. Like it. So weird. Hey, Swaggy Pickens, how's it going? Oh, I'm surprised you were at PAX. Wish I had known. That's sick, man. How was your PAX experience? Let's do default. That was a banger. Thank you for playing that. Oh, that's Mitomo. Miitopia was an RPG based on Tomodachi Life. That's right, that's right. They re-released it for Switch. Yes. Miitopia is actually what I was thinking of, not Mitomo. I remembered Miitopia being a successor of sorts to Tomodachi Life, although it wasn't quite the same. It was more adventure based. Miitomo is what I was thinking it was the mobile game. So I got those two confused, but I'm always at PAX? Oh, great. What did you enjoy the most this year at PAX? We'll do default. We'll do this. We'll increase the size. Okay, so see what that looks like. All right, it looks a little weird, but it's not the worst. So it kind of goes. Maybe it prematurely wraps around. Let's make this straight. Yeah, I think that's definitely the right move. So, yeah, that's actually way better. Let's just go with that. And that way it won't look strange if the sprites are replaced. Sweet. I'm happy with that change for sure. See what sprites are there. Okay, more electricity. So that's fine. Another totally empty sprite layer. We don't need all these numbers. We just do sprites and sprites too. And for some of these, no sprites, no sprites. Okay, see. What? Why is this here? Okay. Okay. Those are fine. Oh, I'm seeing empty sprite layers again. Cool. I think we're done with the Galvin template now. What was your biggest highlight, Swaggy Pickens, for PAX this year? We had a booth. We had a Smack Studio booth. It was freaking awesome. I'm surprised you ever stopped by. Ugh. We were in the indie corner. And we were pretty close to the other platform finding games too that were there. We had Rivals 2, we had Framemakers, and us. I see a song you've queued up for later, Donnie, and I'm liking it. Also, this is a banger. What the heck? All right, so I have a theory. the more projectiles you have, the longer it takes for the character to finalize. That's my hot take theory. The Messenger was a sleeper hit for me. I played it a few years ago and was just knocked into the park by how good it was. Oh. Really? I mean, if this song's any indication of the kind of game, it is. Seems pretty good. Alright, so we just did Galvin. Now let's look over Granite. I think Granite might be okay as far as a template goes, but no harm in checking it out and making sure. You know what's funny about the phrase, no, there's no harm in X, Y, or Z? There literally could be because of opportunity cost. So, almost never is it appropriate to say there's no harm in doing something. Because for one thing, you don't know what harm it could potentially cause. Whatever you do. And two, there's always opportunity cost, and that could be considered harm. There's no harm in wearing 5 helmets on your head all the time. Well, yes, there is. There's inconvenience. There's time wasted putting on all of the 5 helmets. There's discomfort, potentially. So, like, that phrase usually, like, doesn't make any sense to me. There's some harm in everything you choose to do. Probably. I played through Ninja Gaiden on Switch Online and decided to try the Messenger since it was a modern love letter to it, and it's unbelievably good. I didn't know that. Okay. I knew about Ninja Gaiden, but I didn't know that the Messenger was a love letter to it. That's sick. Okay. So it looks like we don't have any character template changes needed for Granite, so that's good. I mean, you did Cayenne already. So now we are on to Spry and Tate. There's no harm in doing a rain dance to prevent rain, just in case. We know it's the most likely not going to rain, so there's no harm, David. Don't be so selfish. Do your part. Do the rain dance. Oh, another character that's completely white parts. Okay. Then I think for the sake of simplicity, maybe we make all the character sprites white, I guess. Okay, sick. These are so good. I can't get over how cool these are. The like victory animations and the entrance animations are so lovingly made by our team of artists, and it is wonderful. Okay. Okay, I see the problem here. The little gun part is a baked sprite. So wait a second. Why don't I just turn on the gun layer to visible? Then I don't need to... Oops. Then I don't need the sprite layer anymore. So now... we'll make this visible. We'll make this visible. Okay, so we just have to make the... Oh gosh. Okay, this is the blaster. Yeah, this should have been done a long time ago. And then we'll just... Okay, that'll be a little annoying, not gonna lie, but that's alright. And then we'll do this. It's gonna look a little inconsistent, but it won't be the worst thing. And we'll get rid of the unneeded sprites here. As long as it looks serviceable, that's really all I'm going for here. Okay, so now that looks like this. She's like her gun's like flailing out of her hand, but you know, it's fine. It's bobbing up and down oddly. Yeah, it's kind of weird actually. But it's not the worst. It's really not really a big deal. Okay. Hey, Christy, what is up? Welcome, welcome. Enjoy this Al's Toy Barn music. That's why Nyan Cat has a gun. Yeah, it is. Great to see you as well, Christy. How was your long weekend? Very nice. Welcome home. How was work? This is such a banger, you guys. If you guys have not played the Toy Story 2 game, I highly encourage you to do it. It's got banger music. It's a great little platformer. Wait, what? Oh, that's right. Okay. Okay, so I think that's good. That's good. Okay. That key change though. Okay, perfect. Nice. Okay. So now we can delete the bottom row. Your game was super nice. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. PAX was freaking awesome. We met a lot of great people. Went to some fun after parties. Met some great developers, players, creators. It was just a wonderful time. It was such a good time. Very tiring, though. Very exhausting, but worth it. Definitely worth it. All right, I think that's all fine. So we'll save what we have so far. Yeah. All right, sounds good, Charles. Yeah, it was wonderful. The coolest part are the connections you make, you know? Like, you meet people in person that you knew online initially, or Like there's this dude that I ran into, Jordan. I had no idea he was gonna be there, but I've been following him on Twitter for years. He's like from the Brawl modding community, and I didn't even know he was gonna be there. And he just kind of walked up, was like, "Hey, I'm here," and I thought, "Oh my gosh, I recognize you. Who are you?" And then he introduced himself, and I thought, "Oh my gosh, I know who you are." So that was so fun. So yeah, it was just I'm a sucker for that kind of thing, so it was definitely a good time. Oh my word, that is so many layers. Okay, I guess this is all the all the Look how absurd this is. It's so funny. I don't know why seeing it like this just makes me crack up so much. It reminds me of the Nyan Cat attack. All right, we will finalize Sprite, then we'll have Tate to do. And then at that point, we can probably redo some of the sprites, and then they'll be fixed, and we can push them to the GitHub repo. Yes, it does have some range. It is an Ultra, so that is the idea. It's supposed to be stage clearer. All right. So that is that. Now let's create a new template. Here, Tate. Okay. I don't get why we hold on to these sprite layers that we don't need. How about here is it? Okay. It's a mix. It's a mix of some of these parts have outlined, some of them don't. So I think what that means is we just give them, well, it's kind of hard to say. Maybe I just don't touch it and I leave it the way that it is. Wow, this is crazy. There's so many extra layers that we're not using here. Cool, that works fine. Another unused sprite layer that we'll delete. Cool. Use both of those, that's fine. We got sprites here. Why do we have sprites? Is it totally empty? It is totally empty. I think this one is as well. Yep. Sprites 2. What is this? What? Why is that there? This one at the bottom looks to be totally empty, so we'll get rid of that. This is the digging animation. This is another totally empty sprite layer, except for over here. Oh, it's a what? It's a smear, but we don't want the smear. So I will delete it. But the smear does look great, I will say. Another sprite layer to be deleted. Yep. Delete that. Delete that. Yep. Delete this sprite layer. How about this one? Is this one blank too? It is. Okay, a completely empty sprite layer on the bottom. Yeah, that works fine. No sprites, no sprites, no sprites. No sprites, no sprites, no sprites. By the way, has anyone in chat not beaten Tears of the Kingdom yet? Just curious about that. I feel like everyone I know has beaten it by now, but it's a super good game. You haven't yet? All right, Christy. Won't say anything about the ending. Okay, that looks fine. But yet again, we have empty sprite layers. So I'll get rid of that. And I will save this. And I'll finalize it. And then we'll have our updated templates, which should be pretty awesome. But I have a track record of not beating games if it isn't Spelunky 2. Wow, really? I didn't know that. Is your only fully beaten game? Fair enough. I guess there is not really a way to beat. Well, there is for some, I guess. I was thinking about like Harvest Moon, Story of Seasons, Animal Crossing, those kind of games. There's not really a way to beat them unless it's a certain genre of them, and then there is, but it usually takes a while, so I understand why you haven't done that, honestly. I really like the part where Gandalf said, "Link, I am your father," after cutting off Link's hand. Oh yeah, that's a classic moment. And then Link, actually his first spoken word, he goes, "No!" It's very dramatic. Also, my poor computer trying to stream and finalize this character at the same time. The finalizing process is so hard on your computer. All right. So that is done. So what this means now is I can exit the game. And I will grab from the custom folder and I'll do the template characters. Let's do development, Mac Studio, data, template. Okay, so the only one I'm not updating, I think, is Granite. Oh, and you know what I just realized? I have to add the other template that we don't have yet. We don't have Lotus as a template yet, so. So Tate. Oh, what? Lotus is in here. What? Did Lotus just never get pushed? I don't think Lotus ever got pushed. All right, so we have Dagon, Korra, Tate, Galvin, Kyan. Oh, and Spry as well. Oh, Spry is in here. Okay. Spry, Kyan, Galvin, Dagon, Korra. Delete the old ones and then copy the new ones. All right, now let's check out the brand new Lotus template and see if we can't spot check it and make sure it works. All jokes aside, the intro of Tears of the Kingdom totally does copy Empire Strikes Back. Really? Link fails at the beginning, beating the bad guy, gets his arm mutilated, jumps off the ledge, gets saved, gets his arm replaced. Man, I guess so. That's kind of a stretch, though. I see more parallels to that one Miyazaki film that my wife and I just watched. What's it called? Was it Castle in the Sky? I think Castle in the Sky was the name of it. All right, let's check out the Lotus. It turns out we've had a Lotus we've had a Lotus template all along and we just never pushed it. That's actually crazy. Kirby's block ball. Amazing. Amazing, Donnie. So that's the entrance. The victory is cool. Okay, so I'll delete the sprite layer, which is not being used. Da da ba ba. And then for dash, I'm gonna delete this layer. Da 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 da. Wow, the music you forget about. Why is this tune not in Smash Brothers? You know what I'm saying? It's a classic. Oh my word. Da 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 da. Oh, super good. Where did all the... Okay, whatever. I won't question it. Okay, that's good. So we've got some sprites here. Why? Okay, we don't need this. So we'll just delete it. We don't need this sprites layer either. Okay, that's fine. We can keep that. Yeah, we're not gonna keep this. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Any sprite layer to speak of? No. How about here? That's actually really weird. What is happening? What is happening? This looks like some kind of glitch. But it's not. It just looks that really weird. Okay. This character's almost done. Yeah, I think we're good. We'll just finalize it and then I'll throw it in there. And we'll finalize this template character and then we'll update it. Then we'll be finished updating our template characters, which is awesome. So now all 8 characters from the game are in template form. My poor computer again. Whenever I finalize a character, it does not know what to do. I just see OBS's FPS drop to like 37 FPS, 51. About 1% of frames have been dropped from encoding lag, and 1% have been dropped from rendering lag. But there have been 0 drop frames from the network, which is awesome. Okay. We did it. We did it. So let's do this. Now I need to temporarily turn off my screen, and this time I'll remember to turn it back on, I promise. And then we'll publish it and see what happens. Okay, so let's go to Mac Studio. Let's stage all the changes that I made. Make sure they're valid. And then we'll push the change, and then it'll be live hopefully in the next build. Template, 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 template. Oh, what? Oh, wait. It's getting rid of the preview. Why is it doing that? Wait, what? That's so weird. Got rid of the portrait. Let's discard. 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 That's so weird how it does that. Spry doesn't have one. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Also, that's not right. The template shouldn't have that. Turns out there's still more problems to solve. Okay. Okay. Let's try to figure this out. What is the fastest way to do this? Probably this way. Oh, it's so hard to see all the details. We'll use this as the base. We'll just use this. So we'll use that as the preview for the Spry template. That's fine. Then we need one for Lotus. That's not her actual stuff. Wow, there are so many sprites on this. What the heck? Alright, this sprite's probably the best looking, so I'll grab this. And then I'll paste it here. That looks pretty good. And we'll also need a stock icon of the same thing. Preview, yep. Is there like just the head of her somewhere? Might just do this manually for the heck of it. So we'll just do this to make it a standard blank stock icon. The brush is not hard enough. What the heck? It takes so long just to like switch to the right brush. It's not like really worth it. Okay, whatever. We'll save this. Perfect. Cayenne's fine. Granite's fine. Galvin needs a portrait. So let's find a pose of Galvin and then make him a preview. Can you guys hear the music okay, by the way? This is kind of a quieter one. I'll grab this one here. Oh my gosh, you guys can't even see the screen. I'm so sorry. Then we'll save this in this folder. Great. Thanks, Donnie. Okay. Galvin's done. How about Dagon? Dagon's done. How about Cora? Cora's done. Sweet. All right. They're all finished. Lovely. Great. So we'll call this updated all template characters. And I think these are all in a better spot. Is that how you spell remnant? It is how you spell remnant. Alright, I can tell Alec that the characters have been updated. Hooray! Now, Esther, I can take out that zip that you sent over. New template characters pushed to the repository. All right, wonderful. Wonderful. Now I gotta check out this character that Esther sent me. I think it's a four-legged character. So now I can delete the templates in here too. Wow, this is nice. It's called Runemy? Runnem? Not really sure how to pronounce that. Whoa. Cool. Wow. This is so cool. So well made. Definitely not finished yet, but so sick. Some moves are done though. Wow, okay, way more done than I thought. Even the ledge grab. Wow, a lot's done on this character already, actually. Yeah, you know what's funny is Esther actually, I think, edited the raccoon character that Donnie made and put butternut over it, and the results were pretty funny. Good job, guys. It sounded beautiful. Now we need to see if we can use this as a base. Oh, cool. It's so good. Wow, the grabs too. Wow, this is so good. The long tail is so cool. No dash deck yet either. Hey, Nudity, how's it going? Working on Smack Studio right now, just to polish the template characters for people that want to make characters based on a template, so that was cool. Now just kind of messing around with a character that Esther shared with me, which is really fun. If you look at the actual rig, you'll see the tail has like 5 bones in it. Yeah, look at that. That's so cool. There's body back and body front. I think Donnie did something similar for his raccoon character. Oh, Wolflink, yeah. Right? What's fun too, like, excuse me. If you wanted like a shorter tail, you could just like change the sprites to these 3 and then just make these invisible and then just keep the bones, because why not? And then if you wanted to make the tail longer later, you could just do that. So look at this tail, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it just kind of seamlessly connects. It's so cool. It really does work. Oh, Survivian. I should have known. It's very cool. It looks so good. There's no victory currently, it looks like. Whoa. That's a cool entrance. No ultra yet. Oh, Kerbo. Okay, also makes sense. Cool. Well, I think we are done with stream for now. I think I got what I wanted to done. We had some good discussions. I think now is the time to call it a stream for the day. We will continue the music options on the next stream. So, with that in mind, thank you very much. I will watch you guys. I will catch you guys next time. I will, let's go to this camera scene here. And find someone to raid. Of course, Christy. Peace, Donnie. Thank you for the great music suggestions and for hanging out here. Thank you for dropping in, Christy. Welcome home again. And we're going to find someone to raid. Who should we raid? That's funny. Cutscene Cutie's playing Twilight Princess. Some folks are playing Starfield. We've got, oh heck, Dottie Hack. Well, somebody that I met at PAX might be good to raid. We could also raid PPMD, who's playing Dead by Daylight. I think we'll do a little poll. The poll will be, who raid? Oops. Okay. Then we'll do... I'll include their name. And the game that they are streaming. In some cases, it's too short, so the word's getting cut off. All right, the poll is running now. Don't forget to use the Clippy raid over here. Just copy it. Copy that button. Get that raid message ready for whomever we raid. We have a 1-minute poll. We have PPMD playing Dead by Daylight. We have Dottie Hack playing Escape from Tarkov. We have Cutscene Cutie playing The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. We have Mango playing Melee. And we have Mewtwo King playing Starfield. So those are your 5 options for raiding. And if we have a tie, then I will probably just randomly pick one or do another poll. So, Carl, thanks for coming back for the raid. Appreciate it, man. Chad H just coming back for the raid. All right, so far we have a tie for Mango and Cutscene Cutie. And I think the winner will basically be based on who has the lower amount of viewers, is my pick. But, okay, we have a tie between Cutscene Cutie and Mango. Mango has how many viewers? He has 245, and Cutscene Cutie has 56. So we'll go with Cutscene Cutie. Carl V. Kimball is never early, never late. He arrives just when he means to. Well said. All right, well, with that, thank you guys so much. We will raid Cutscene Cutie and check out her Twilight Princess stream. So let's do that. I will talk to you guys next time. Bye, everyone.